This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, you guys. This is very despicable. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people out here that are profiting in very despicable fashion off of Kobe Bryant's tragedy. 9 people lost their lives on a plane, on a helicopter ride. And we have a whole bunch of people here coming out in fakery and in tomfoolery fashion to make tribute videos, to sit here and to try to all of a sudden act as if they were the greatest Kobe Bryant fans. He Knows the Sport is certified and qualified to talk about Kobe because I didn't wait until a tragedy happened. I didn't wait until the man died for me to talk about him. I talked about him while he was alive and he was breathing. The He Knows the Sport family, the He Knows the Sport lifestyle folks, the He Knows the Sport folks in general understand this to be true, because He Knows the Sport from day one has been authentic and consistent as you know what. We rock the black Mamba over here. We're all about the Mamba mentality. We're all about hard work and dedication, competitiveness at its highest levels. This is what Kobe Bryant embodied. So I'm for Kobe Bryant getting the new NBA logo. As a matter of fact, I donated and paid, my hard-earned dollars so that he could get not pushed up into the petition, along with, I'm sure it's close to 3 million because they needed 3 million, on change.org to get the petition signed. And as I was checking at the time, there were over 2.7 million at the time. Here's the thing, and shout outs to Dragon Spears because she was the one that, put it to my attention about the change.org. As soon as I found out about it, I jumped on it like nobody's business. But here's the thing. Anyone that's profiting off of Kobe Bryant and the tragedy, that's deplorable. It's despicable. And it just tells you the level of vitriol that's associated. When you sit here and you watch people make antics and, give this fake or this false sense of they cared, but then they're trying to profit off of it. That tells you everything you need to know. Money's not everything, man. And I'm not hurting for it, but money's not everything. People have to understand there's a time and a place for things. And when you see people are profiting off of the Kobe Bryant tragedy, and what makes this worse is the fact that Kobe Bryant's daughter, Gigi Bryant, 13 years old, hasn't even barely scratched the surface of life. Didn't make it. The coach of the team, she didn't make it. There were other teens on that plane, didn't make it. Other families that didn't make it. And people are sitting here profiting off of this. People are sitting here giving you crocodile tears on ESPN, making this stuff about other players when it should be about Kobe Bryant. How did LeBron James' name get tossed into the mix? This is supposed to be about Kobe. And see what they did. And I'm going to give you guys a little history and an understanding. This is why He Knows the Sport is in straight savage mode. I told you, for these 30 days that I'm dropping Kobe Bryant videos, we ethering and murking, we debunking, and we demolishing each and every rhetoric and tomfoolery and fakery that's out there. They tried to suppress Kobe Bryant's greatness. They tried, folks, but they couldn't do it. But they realized, and it's unfortunate that they had to take Kobe's demise, is this. In his demise, the whole world mourned. The whole world stopped for a day because of Kobe Bryant's tragedy. And what the NBA, LBJ Riders Media, LBJ Apologists, LBJ Stance, LBJ Brigade tried to do over the years in trying to leapfrog LeBron James over Kobe Bryant. That's right. I am going to talk about that. I'm going to keep the foot on the what? On the necks. I'm going to keep the foot on the what? On the necks. Because they tried this, man. They disrespected Kobe Bryant, especially with LeBron James being in that uniform. They tried to undermine Kobe in every form, every variation, and every facet. And I'm glad, Snoop Dogg said the things that he said. And props to him. And the reason why he's certified and qualified is because he's been a Lakers fan from day one. Same thing with Ice Cube. Anybody that's been a Lakers fan from day one, that Blood, sweat, and tear, Purple Nation. They just didn't show up because they wanted to be a LeBron target. They just wanted to be a LeBron Laker fan. Then they understood that when you think of the Los Angeles Lakers, you got to think Kobe Bryant. You got to think of the Mamba mentality. You got to think of Black Mamba. People are like, why are you comparing players? I'm not comparing nobody. I'm just happy. Although I'm still sad and although I'm still grieving, I'm happy at the fact that even though it was at the expense of Kobe Bryant's death, they're starting to put respect, the truest and the most properest respect, on KB24's name, KBH's name. Because I understood Kobe Bryant's greatness was never going to be denied. And what you guys have to understand about greatness, greatness can only be halted. Greatness cannot be stopped. Let me say it again. Greatness can only be halted. Greatness cannot be stopped. And Kobe Bryant embodied greatness personification. Keep pushing, never letting up. Man, I heard that Reggie Miller story. That thing broke me. When Reggie Miller turned around and said, Kobe Bryant, and this was back during the 2001 NBA Finals. Kobe was talking to him about, tell me about your battles with Michael Jordan. And Reggie Miller out of his mouth said, Kobe was just calling him, just asking him. Because that's the thing. Kobe was a student of the game. This guy was all about perfection, all about taking his game to the next level, all about trying to be the best basketball player he can possibly be. This is why he didn't have no regrets, and this is why he didn't look back when he left the game of basketball, because he left everything on the floor, blood, sweat, and tears. He told Reggie Miller, tell me about your battles with Michael Jordan. Reggie Miller was looking at him like, youngin', why would I tell you about the black cat? He called Michael Jordan the black cat. And Kobe Bryant asked him, why'd you call him the black cat? Because that was the guy. He's the only one that merited the term black cat. Obviously, it's because Jordan, looked like a black cat. But it was also because of what he represented to the game of basketball. And you know what Kobe said? You know what, the audacity. Only in true Mamba mentality fashion, only in true Black Mamba fashion would you hear somebody utter that. This is why I always gravitated toward Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, because I have that competitive nature in me, that competitive fire, that competitive DNA. This is why I gravitated to them from day one, because I could see myself saying something like that too. And it made me feel good. It gave me goosebumps to hear Kobe say that. And that's why he's always been my mentor, one of them at least. He said, and you going to start calling me the caramel cat. Oof. Do you understand the level of cojones that you got to have to sit here and have the audacity to put yourself in linear fashion? And when I say linear, I'm talking about in parallel fashion with the likes of a Michael Jordan. He understood that Reggie Miller called Michael Jordan the black cat. That was a term of endearment and a term of distinguishment. And Kobe was like, you going to distinguish me too. And from here on out, you going to start calling me the caramel cat. You know what that means? When I start lashing you up and locking you up and doing you up like the way MJ did, you will start calling me the caramel cat. Let me say it again. When I start lashing you up, locking you up, and doing you up like the way MJ did, you going to start calling me the caramel cat, just like you call him the black cat. That's Kobe Bryant. That's his legacy right there. A guy who never looked at himself as number two, always looked at himself as number one. This is why a Hino's Sport needs to be around, to continue to deliver the cold-hearted, unadulterated, cutthroat truth, and continue to be in savagery mode. Because we have to show you guys that when they try to suppress Kobe Bryant and they try to leapfrog LeBron over him, they realize that Kobe Bryant's greatness, like Michael Jordan, is bigger than basketball. And it could not, let me say it again, it could not be suppressed. So I'm still grieving. It's still stinging me. I couldn't sleep last night. But I take solace in this, that in Kobe's demise, his greatness is now getting its truest and its most properest respects. And no matter what LBJ Riders Media, no matter what LBJ apologists, no matter what LBJ Brigade, and no matter what LBJ stands do, Kobe will always be greater than LeBron. It's really that simple, folks. This is Hino's Sport. Checking out.